afternoon, Pam. Thanks for joining. How are you? It's been a while. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be back. We're just going to wait, Pam, see if hopefully other people join. If not, it'll be our own little party. Let's see. Hi, Linda. Thank you for joining. YouTube is popping on. Hopefully Facebook joins us in a minute. Hi, Melissa. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. YouTube, thank you, thank you. How is everyone? I have missed all of you. It has been a hot minute since I've been here, right? Last month, yes, I was here in August. So there's Judith. Hello. Facebook. Well, it's good to know. Hi, Alicia. It's good to see that YouTube and Facebook are both working. You can see me and hear me okay, I am assuming. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Okay, well, we're going to get started. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. First of all, thanks for joining me today. Hi, Denise from Vermont. Oh, I bet you the leaves are starting to look really pretty in Vermont, eh? I've always wanted to go out there. One day, maybe I'll make it out there. So anyway, Deborah, hello. It's good to see you as well. Thank you, ladies, for joining me today. If you don't know who I am, my name's Judy, designer for Unique in the Creek, and I am here today to do a really cute sign. Now, I understand that we all know Unique in the Creek can only sell certain things in the United States. For you Canadians, we are lucky we have access to all of Unique in the Creek supplies. I do have them listed in the description box, both on YouTube and Facebook, the SKU numbers, okay? So if you like something that I'm using, you could perhaps find it somewhere else, okay? The boards, of course, you can get at uniqueinthecreek.com. And hello, Carol. Oh, it's raining there. Oh, yeah, it's getting cool here as well. Anyway, I have the SKUs, so if you are not in Canada, you can find these supplies perhaps somewhere else. I also want to preface this by saying some of the things I have had for a while, okay? I have a huge stock of supplies. I'm really trying to get through it. It never seems to end. So some of the supplies may be from a year or two ago. They might not even still be available. But again, you can take the designs that I make and make it your own with your own supplies and your own colors, all that good stuff. So these are just techniques that I hope will help you in your wreath making, okay? So first off, we are using the Unique in the Creek large board, okay? We are using the large board today. Surprise, surprise. And we are using rows 2 and 3 only, okay? So on row 2, I'm using every other set of holes. So 8 pieces of mesh on row 2. And then on row 3, I'm using every set of regular hose for another 8 pieces of mesh. So you're only going to be using 16 pieces of mesh. For the time being, I'm using only ribbon tails on the outside. I'm not sure how the sign is going to sit. I may have to add some ribbon tails on row 3 once I get the sign on, so we'll see how that goes, okay? Now the sign is a beautiful sign from, it is from Unique in the Creek, so I apologize again. Oh, the ring light, can't really see that. And it's crooked. There we go. It's 2 adorable deer with the banner that says believe, okay? Now this sign for me, I think would be great all winter, okay? It doesn't scream Christmas, but it does, it screams winter. Okay, believe, of course, for, Christmas time, but you could still put this up after Christmas, okay? So we're going to decorate around the sign. I'm going to bring you down to the board and I'm going to show you the rest of the things we're using. Okay, so just hold on a second. Let's make sure you're straight, because personally for me, I have a little bit of, I hate things that are crooked. So I'm going to really try to make that perfect for you guys. Is that good? Is it straight enough, hopefully? There you go. I think that looks good. It is a beautiful sign. And it is a 10-inch sign. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. This is, oh, when you do camera work, it's really hard. Everything looks backward. Okay, there we go. It's a 10-inch sign, metal sign, okay? Now, I put cable mounts already on the back so they would be ready for me. I did this a couple days ago. I put one on the top and the bottom because I'm assuming that's how I'm going to attach it, okay? But it is a very beautiful sign, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm using a drift mesh, okay? A Snowdrift natural mesh. It looks like this. Okay, it's that Snowdrift natural. I thought it would be perfect. Snowy little lines going through it, and the natural. I wanted the natural mesh because I wanted, the natural colors to come through. Okay, so this is drift mesh. All right, and then I'm going to pair it with, for the ribbon tails, I'm going to use this. It is a brighter green. It's almost like an emerald green. Hi, Ruthie. I'm happy to see you all as well. I'm happy to be back. This is a mini harlequin ribbon. Okay. It is glittered. Some of the glitter does come off a little bit. It's not overly bad, but a little bit does come off, but it's not crazy. I mean, it is the season of glitter and fluff, right? For the next few months, we'll just be living through that. And then this is just I have another roll of this, but this is a Snowdrift burlap type ribbon. I love this ribbon. I had it last year I bought a few rolls of each when it came out because I really love it. And I also got it in 2.5, and I also got it in a lighter, there's a lighter one as well. But I think this is beautiful. Okay, so those are the two ribbons we're doing for ribbon tails. Now, if you're familiar with the large boards, the ring boards, you put your tails on with your zip ties going this way, right? With the large board, you have to make little bundles and with a little nub like this. So you have to take your ribbon tails. I'll show you how to do this, but you need to either zip tie it or put an elastic band right here, because when you put it on a large board, the ribbon tails go this way. Okay, they're not going to go this way. I mean, you could do it this way if you had a different design, but you're going to put it in this way, okay? So we'll show you how to do those. I cut my mesh at 22 inches, okay, 16 pieces, and I was able to get 16 pieces out of one roll, okay? I had about 4 inches left. Sometimes, though, the rolls of mesh are short. The manufacturer rolls them up. You might, if you want to be super safe, you could do 18 to 20 inches. Okay? Hi, Nan. Thanks for joining. Yes, I hope everyone is well as well. Also, as well. Does that make sense? As well as well? I forgot to plug in my glue gun, so let me do that because I know we're going to be gluing things in. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is what it's going to look like, okay? It's going to be full here because you want something here to hold up that sign. Okay, so the 22-inch piece of mesh, or 20 inches, whatever you cut yours at, all right? We're going to put that here. And we're just going to, you know how I normally do the woodland ruffle? I do a couple loops and then I pinch up. We are going to just sort of hide that edge once. Oopsie. like that, and then we're going to roll up. Okay, so I have rolls, but it's not a lot of thick rolls. It's more ruffle than roll. Okay, so we're just going to do this just to hide the frayed, like not frayed, but just to hide the exposed edge. Okay, now the ribbon tails, I'm just going to clip this up. You just want to make sure that they're even. Now we're putting it down. Okay, today I'm doing curl down as opposed to up. The ribbon tails, however, I cut at 15 inches. And the reason I cut at 15 inches is because I need this little nub here. So this nub is about a ½ inch, you know, depending on where you take your rubber band. So I find myself, if it's 14 inches, I find it's a little bit too short once I get that little nub on there. So I do 15 inches so I can make that nub and still have the length. Okay. So I'm going to put the Snowdrift on top. I'm going to stagger it a little bit. Gee, I feel a little rusty. Did I forget to tell you all anything? If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so then you want to just fold your ribbon. Okay, make sure it's as even as possible. You take your little nub. You can either use a zip tie or a rubber band. Okay, you can take your nub and you just wrap that around, okay, or zip tie it around just a little, so you have like a ½ inch, oops, sorry, a ½ inch of a nub. Do you see that? So that's all. Okay, we're going to fiddle with these ribbons a million times, so that's not a worry. So here we go. On the board, row 2, every other set of holes. Okay, every other. We're just going to pin these back. You can take a clip and do this so it's a little bit out of your way. Oops, out of our way, makes it a little easier. Not really, but you know, a little bit. We're going to take this ruffle, okay, just sort of make sure your ends are you know, looking good. We're going to take it and put it right on top of that zip tie like that. We're going to take one of our ribbon bundles that we made the little nub, and we're going to just put it on top of that. Now, if you know, have bad hands or anything like that, you can put the mesh in first, zip tie it up, and then put another zip tie on top, and then put your ribbon tails. Or you can use pipe cleaners, okay, whichever you prefer. My hand strength is not good enough to use pipe cleaners. My mesh never stays nice and snug when I use a pipe cleaner, so I'm a zip tie gal, okay? But you can do, either one will work. Okay, so you know, you see how this butts up against each other, right? I mean, we'll fix all that, and we'll fix the tails and all that, okay? So the green can pop out a little bit more. And then that's all we do. We just are going to go around and do that on every set of holes. Actually, I don't think I need to clip that. Okay, now I have these ruffled and the ribbon tails mostly all done. Okay, because it's pretty redundant doing this. The fun stuff we all know is the bucket of magic, right? That has the good stuff in it, the goodies. Hi, Diana. Thanks for joining. We're just getting started here. I'm just putting some mesh on the large board. And if some of you hadn't seen the sign, this is the sign we're using. It's a believe sign. I love this sign. I think it's beautiful. Okay, and we'll fix all that mesh and stuff. We'll come back and do that, okay? It just makes it easier. Oh, I think I lost a zip tie here. I think I pulled one out. I sure did. Hold, please. Just got to put this one back in row 3. There we go. Okay, so again, just lift that up. I guess I can push that a little closer to me, right? Take your ribbon tails, and again, you kind of want to make sure that your meshes on the edge are relatively even, right? You know, I mean, if you ruffle up the center of your mesh, I mean, it should be even. That shouldn't be a problem. So how has everybody been? I have missed all of you. Yes, it has been a long time, Diana. I did one in August. I took July off because, you know, it's busy or we have family things. We went on vacation. So I wasn't around in July at all. So yes, it has been a while. I'm going to roll another one just so you see how it goes. The 20-inch or 22-inch roll of mesh. Okay. Just going to roll up the edge to hide that frayed edge or exposed edge. Can you all believe it's like, I don't know, I saw a post last week, I think, 100 days till Christmas or something. Can you believe it's going to be October? It's crazy how fast time flies, honestly. Here in Canada, we have Thanksgiving in October, so it'll be searching for turkey now, turkey season now. I am cooking. Oh, I only have one daughter, so we're just going to have a very, she and her boyfriend are going to come over, and the four of us, or maybe a couple more people might join us. I'm not sure, but we're going to have turkey and all the fixings. I really enjoy. I really enjoy turkey dinner. And then Christmas. Christmas is a couple months away for us. I mean, in the States, you guys have Thanksgiving like back-to-back month, right, with Christmas. We have, last year or two, I think, we have not done turkey at Christmas like we used to. We do like a roast, a prime rib roast, or something to that effect, something other than turkey. So it's kind of nice to have the Thanksgiving turkey, because I know I won't be doing it at Christmas, right? Unless, you know, unless things change. Things sometimes change. Okay, so I'm going to do the last of the tails, and yes, the wreath looks a little crazy right now, but it'll be okay. Oh, hi, Susan. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you could join. This one looks a little bit longer. There we go. Nope. Actually, no, it's the green one. Hang on. There we go. I think that looks, well, actually, I think that ribbon tail might be a little bit too long, but that's okay. I don't think anyone's going to notice that. Do my little nub on here. Does anyone have any questions about what I'm doing here? Actually, that ribbon tail is a little bit long. Let's just cut that off. There, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so this is the last on row 2. Okay, we're doing curl down. And we're going to put a set of ribbon tails in there. And then we're going to go to row 3. And right now we're not doing ribbon tails, because once we get the mesh on, we're going to put on our sign. And we'll see if we need ribbon tails on row 3. Okay? Okay, so let's get in row 3 mesh, and then we'll go back and fix all the tails, because honestly, there's no point, right? No point. Just clear some of this stuff up. Oh, your mom does prime rib at Christmas? Yeah, it's a nice change, Susan, right? My family loves it. I make Yorkshire puddings, garlic mashed potatoes, honey glazed carrots I'll probably do, and asparagus or something like that. Vegetables are, you know, hit and miss. It depends. Depends what we can find up here. But it's a nice change. From Turkey. Again, curl down, okay? Now, this looks like a lot of mesh because, well, it is, but we're only using 2 rows, but we need that fullness to hold our sign up. Plus to put goodies in, right? We need to put goodies in here, so. Oh, hi, Beverly from England. Well, thank you for joining us. What time is it there? It must be like dinner time, right? Or past dinner time now. Thank you. We appreciate viewers from overseas as well. I think it's really cool to find out where everyone is watching from. I know, Carol, the year has gone by so fast. It's, well, you know, every year. I say that every year. Where does the time go? I mean, I'm going to be putting up my Christmas tree in, like, I don't know, early part of November. I like to get everything up early because I like to enjoy it, you know. By mid-November, for sure, it's going to be up. So Halloween will, no, let's see. What is it? Yeah, Thanksgiving for us Canadians, then Halloween, and then Christmas decor. Shortly after that. Yeah, see, it's pretty full, right? But that's okay. We want it full because we need to put things in here and we need things to hold up that sign. So I love this mesh though, the Snowdrift natural mesh, or I like natural mesh, even just regular jute natural. 7:30 p.m. Beverly. Okay, you're 7 hours, eh? I guess you're probably done dinner then. I've only been to the UK once, but boy, did I enjoy it. I love watching shows that feature English countryside and buildings, and I mean, it's just beautiful there. Okay, so I have one more piece of mesh. We're just going to roll that up. Okay, again, 22 inches, this one is. And then I'm just going to ruffle up the center here, which helps because this one has the lines, right? So it helps you ruffle. Hi, Susan. Thank you. Well, I think it's going to be a beautiful winter wreath. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Okay, so let's put this last piece of mesh in. Where is that zip tie? There we go. Okay. Last one's always hard to put in there, isn't it? Hi, Linda from Texas. West Country from YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Tammy. Okay, here we go. So that's a nice, you know, you could just lay in it, really. Okay, so let's just kind of fix our tails here, just a tad, so we get an idea, okay, what it's going to look like. I mean, right now they're pretty messed up, so let's see if we can fix that. Does anyone have any questions on what I just did? Oh, hi, Tina. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Beverly. Hi, Alicia. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I have missed all of you. It's great to see everyone. Now remember, if you are not in Canada, a lot of these supplies you can find at other companies or businesses. Some of these supplies I have had. They are not from, from this year. I've had it for a little bit. So I'm trying to just use up what I have because, this crazy lady has quite a bit. Okay, so there we go. This lighting doesn't really show the green. Hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can, just bear with me for 1 second, okay? I'm going to see if I can get that to look better. Because it's green. Yeah, my lighting doesn't look green. It's a very pretty green. Okay, that ribbon, it's a mini harlequin glitter ribbon, and it's very pretty. Okay, so it doesn't really show it on the wreath, but that's what it looks like up close, if you can see that. Sorry, there we go. Okay. Hi, Gloria. You're from upstate New York. Ah. Upstate New Yorkers, you could go across the border, and Unique in the Creek warehouse is open to in-person shopping. If you check the website, it'll tell you the hours. Okay. They are opened, and you could go shopping there. Make it a little day trip. I think that would be a lot of fun. I am way too far to do in-person shopping, but I tell you, if I was close enough to drive a few hours to get there, I would absolutely go. Absolutely. So remember, if you are close, you can do that. Okay, my friends, you see how that sign just sits really nice up in there? Let's see where we are here. Okay, so that's the top of the board. I am just going to quickly put in my zip tie here. I just use a longer zip tie, a thicker zip tie to hold my wreath up. Okay, and then I'm just gonna clip that off, and so I can hang it. Okay, so that's all I do, like that. Hi, Judith from Quebec. Yes, thank you, Deborah. I know the fullness is pretty. Oh, hi, Chantel from South Carolina. Thanks for joining. Okay. All right, friends, let's put the sign on, and then we're going to decorate around it, okay? So let me see here. I need to make sure I've got the top of the board here. I just need my little yarn thingy needle to put my pipe cleaners through. Hang on, so sorry. I'm just going to see where I want this. I think I'm going to put it pretty sure I'm going to put it there. I will show you as soon as I get this on, okay? I'm just going to gently pull this. Guadalupe, how are you? I was wondering where you were. Okay, hang on, folks. I will show you real quick here. I'm just going to tie these off to get them sturdy on here. All this mesh, you think. Okay, I just saw someone who came in from Florida. Oh, hi, Carol. Sorry, folks, I'm having trouble with this last zip tie here, or this last pipe cleaner. Let me see if I can find it. You know, the sign, I swear, is one of the hardest things to do. It's so strange, right? Oh, well, you know what would help? If I put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. 1 second, please. We will figure this out. Oh, that's okay, Guadalupe. Okay. Nope, lost it again. Sorry. This is where we talk amongst ourselves. Hi, Pamela from Sault Ste. Marie. How are you? Okay. Almost. Hopefully. Okay, I think I got it. Nope, not yet. Almost. This is, I don't usually have this much trouble. I mean, usually it's a problem, but it's not usually this much. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I'm just going to quickly try to tie that off. Okay. Friends, I apologize. This is where I put it, okay? I have a 10-inch sign. I put cable mounts on the top and the bottom. This is the top of the board. Okay, so I put it on rule 3 in the middle set of holes and on the bottom on row 3. Okay, so row 3 top and the center 2 holes, 2 sets of holes. Okay. Hi Liz, thanks for joining. So this is what we have now. Okay, it's just a cute little wreath with some ribbon tails, but nay, not good enough, right? We're gonna add stuff to fill around that sign and in between the tails. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to do 2 smaller bows. I'm thinking I'm going to put a bow right here and a little bow right here. So let's do that first. Okay, let's get our bow maker out. Gee, I feel a little discombobulated. Sorry, my friends. Let me just get going here. Okay, for ribbons. Now, as you can see, it's very neutral, right? I'm trying to keep it neutral. I have this 2.5 inch. It's a cream. It's not the burlap, okay? It's a little bit lighter in color. I also think I'm going to use snowflake ribbon in a natural color. This one, okay? Okay. If I had a darker brown, I probably could use like a base in there. I am going to use brown. I'm going to use this one. It's the, what's it called? The one that looks like leather. Embossed, the embossed ribbon. Okay, I am going to use a chocolate brown. And then I'm going to use this pretty tree ribbon. That's upside down. Okay, like that. It's got the green, beautiful gold glitter in there. If you can see that, it's got a gold glitter. It is directional, but I'm not going to really worry about that. But I think it matches that sign really pretty. And then at the end, in the center, I am going to use this 7/8 velvet emerald green. I think that'll be really pretty. What do y'all think? Hi, Ella. Thanks for joining. What do y'all think of that? I think that'll be really pretty. Okay, so let's give it a whirl. We will never know until we try. So let's give it a whirl. Now, I'm going to use two small bowls. Now, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I'm going to use a 2.5. Because I'm doing smaller bowls, I'm going to actually use all 1.5. I think I'm going to try that. And the bottom, I'm going to use this snowflake. Okay, I've got another roll of this. How much do I have on this roll here? That's going to be a great bow. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll look pretty. Now this, oh darn it. This might not be enough for tail and a loop. No. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll figure that out. We'll use that on some other design when I just need a tail. For a bow. Oops. Sorry. I'm just trying to move my chair. I'm standing up here. Let's do this. I'm going to use all 1.5. Okay. Now I just want tiny, tiny tails. So I think we'll do 7-inch tails. Okay. They're a little over 7 inches because I cut off the little edge. We're going to do, let's see. Okay. We'll do 6-inch bow. 6-inch loop, sorry. The first one will be a 6-inch loop, and then we'll go down from there, okay? So 6 inches, 6 inches for the base loop. Just actually a little bit less than 6 inches. Okay, I'll do it like that. I love these Snowdrift ribbons. I wish they came in other colors, like, you know, more colors. Okay, and then, I know, isn't the sign cute, Ella? It's adorable. What was I going to do next? I'm going to do the chocolate brown. Do I have a 7/8 chocolate brown? Dang. That would have been perfect if I had a 7/8 or a smaller brown, but that's okay. We're going to do this chocolate embossed, and we're going to do a little bit. Sorry, you can't really see my bow making. Not that it's great, but we'll do a little bit less than that. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to do my tails because of how it's going to sit. So I'm just going to cut my tails kind of like I would normally, and then I will move the tails around. I think that might be best. So we'll do it like this. You know, I need bigger space, more and more space, right? Oh, hi, Mary. No, you just missed the base. We just did the base and the ribbon tails now. So don't forget, my friends, if you miss anything, replays are always available for free on the Unique in the Creek YouTube channel. Okay? You can always go watch any of your favorite designs if you need help with anything. Man, this snowflake ribbon is really pretty. This burlap-ish looking snowflake ribbon, very pretty. And then I'm going to use the tree ribbon. Now I know it's directional. I know that'll bother some people. I'm going to try to make it so it doesn't look too backwards. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we flip it. Sometimes if you flip, well, not sometimes, if you flip your directional ribbon, if it bothers you, you can flip it, the one loop, and see it'll go all the same way. I don't think I'm going to do that because I find the knot, hang on a second, sorry, let's try that again. I think it's because my thumbs are so bad, like I have bad hands, right? I can't get that little loop to, so I'm not going to really worry about that. We're just going to put it where it lands, okay? We're going to put it where it lands. If it lands upside down, I don't think it's going to bother anyone. Well, it might bother some people, but it's not going to bother me. Okay, so, and now we're going to put this emerald 7/8 in. Okay, and we're going to put that in here to add some color. I think it'll look pretty. Yeah, the neutral wreath, Susan, is kind of what I was going for because I wanted it very, I mean, I am adding color to it, obviously, but the neutral base, I think, will be really pretty. Okay, let's get this baby zipped up. I use a zip tie first, and then I'll put a pipe cleaner around it. I use my needle nose pliers to help me out because, okay, push that up. Put my thumb above there, and I'm going to squeeze as tight as I can and zip tie that up. I lost my stack there a little bit. Dang it. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, hopefully it'll work. Let's see here. Yeah, I lost that stack, but I think we'll figure it out. Okay, so I just take a pipe cleaner and we will twist it in the back, and we're going to make another bow just like that. Okay, so I started on the bottom with this one. Okay, again, the tails we will adjust once we put it on the wreath, okay? Because for me anyway, I don't really know what the tails are going to look like until it's on there. Sometimes I want them shorter, so I can cut, but I can't lengthen, so I don't want to put the tails too short. Okay. And then I did brown. Anyone have any questions? So are you all done fall? You still creating fall? I did a little bit of fall this week. I actually didn't wreath for a very long time. Like the summer, I didn't wreath hardly at all. And now I'm back into it again because it's my favorite time to design is fall and Christmas. So I'll be creating quite a bit every week. Personally, myself, I like to do that. I like to create fall and winter quite a bit. So now I do the ribbon or the tree. This is very pretty ribbon. I've had it for a couple years, but it's very pretty. It's got some bling in it, but nothing, you know, too bright or anything. I think it's very pretty. And then the little emerald green on top. Liz Doucette, you have shopped in the warehouse, have you not? Is it you that's gone a few times to the warehouse? Because you live fairly close? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I may be thinking of someone else, but anyone have questions? Suggestions? Okay, hopefully I can keep this stack a little bit better than that other one. It's my thumbs. I have such bad thumbs that... Okay, So push that down and tighten it up. Hang on a second, I'm just going to catch up on comments here. Oh, Susan, that's awesome that your husband was able to take some to his family. I did see you made a whole bunch of beautiful wreaths there, didn't you, my friend? Now you just got some more kits, right, coming? So now, my American friends, there are some kits. I actually don't see the American website. Susan can probably attest to the fact that there is some kits there, right, Susan? Oh, thank you, Judith. I'm happy to see you all as well. I've missed you all. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this bow. So we're going to take our tails. I like to take my, what I call my up tails and my down tails. Now that might change because I may not have as, you know, up tails as I want on this wreath. So we're just going to fluff it up a little bit, okay? I'm going to fluff up the loops a little, see what we've got. Okay, for the time being, that's what we have. So let's put one in. So I want one here and I want one down here. So I'll probably going to go to the top of the board and I'm going to take it and I'm going to go one over. I probably could have omitted the tails on those holes, but that's okay. It just gives it some more base to hang out in. Now, I may lower this. I may put it one lower. I'm not sure. Hi, Ruth. Well, I'm glad to be back. I'm not sure how often I'll be doing lives. I'll have to talk to Lori about that, but if y'all want to see me more, send her a note. Say, hey. No, I'm teasing. You don't have to do that. Several kits and a couple sign and ribbon sets, Susan says, on the American Unique in the Creek site. So my friends in the States, I know you cannot get everything we have here in Canada because, well, we know why. But it's okay. You know, Lori and Dave are doing everything they can to adapt to situations that are out of their control. Now, these little guys, I usually just slant cut the 7/8, okay? Now let's cut some of these tails off. But hopefully she will be adding more things. So do check out the sites because, I mean, things change, right? Every day. Okay, yeah, so these tails are, of course, too long. Oh, and I cut that the wrong way. I cut that way. Okay, well, let's just fix that. There we go. I usually get it right, but I sometimes will get that wrong and I'll have to recut it. Now, the tails, I don't want to hide the cute little deers, so you may have to adjust that a little bit, but there's one bow, and we're going to put the other one down here. So let me just actually tighten this up a little bit. Lori has a gingerbread kit I got, but I need one of you to make it because I'm not sure how to use the 3 signs in the kit. Thank you, everyone. You're very kind. Susan, you know, I have a feeling Jackie will probably be doing the gingerbread kit, or possibly Lori. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who will be doing that, but I'm thinking someone will be doing it. Right? Okay, so here's the other bow. I'm sorry I can't help you right now. I don't know about that. So pull the tails, whatever tails you want up front. This is the wonky bowl. This is the one where I lost the stack, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to save this one. Okay, we're going to fluff up those loops. Okay. Okay, well, I think I saved it enough. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to put this one, let me see here. Going to angle the loop here to come, sorry, just to come, because we don't want it to cover up the word believe. So I'm going to put it down here. I might even cut those tails way shorter even. I'm going to put it right here. Again, I may move the bows depending on what it looks like. And see what that looks like here. Hang on, please. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, definitely. I know it seems lots of times we use a lot of ribbon and we cut it off, but when I first started wreath making, I used to watch people and go, oh my God, they're wasting so much ribbon. But now as a designer, I understand that, you know, sometimes you just don't know how long a tails you're going to use. Yeah, this sort of didn't quite work out, this bow, because I lost that stack. But we'll save it. I'm not going to redo it. I think it'll be okay. What do you think so far? Any questions? Okay. I mean, you could stop here, my friends. If you don't want to add stuff to it, you could just stop here. I think you'd be okay if you did that. But, you know, I'm not going to, because I've got a bunch of cute little things I want to add to it. Now, I pulled a bunch of stuff from my stash. Again, bits and bobs that I had laying around that I've used half of, or, you know, whatever of. Okay, my friends, so that's what it looks like now. Okay, oops, sorry. It's super cute, I think. Yeah, like that. Ta-da! Okay. Now, let me just get rid of some of these tails here. Cut tails. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I pulled out a bunch of greens. And a bunch of white accents. I thought maybe I'd add some white berries to it. Or I've got, not this bird. I wasn't planning to add the bird. But I'm thinking of adding these snowballs. Well, they're not snowballs. They're ornaments. I'm going to cut them off and I'm just going to glue them in. This isn't for this wreath. I just put these in there. But look at these cute little owls. I'm going to do something with these cute little guys. Right? Like, aren't they adorable? Like, look at them. Look at them. They're fuzzy. I just stored them in this container last year so they wouldn't get squished. But are they not adorable? So I'm going to be doing something with that, I'm sure. And, of course, I had this cute little cardinal I couldn't get rid of. I had to protect her wings. So, anyway, I was thinking of the balls. thinking of balls. I don't know for sure if I'll do that. Right? Not sure about that. We'll see. But I think we'll do a few pine cones. I'm thinking pine cones. Right? I think pine cones would be really pretty in here. I think the pine cones actually look pretty, better than the balls. Then put one there, and I could slide one in there. And then I have these Real Touch, I think they're cedar. I think they're called cedar. Now, it was on a garland, and I just cut off the pieces off the garland. Right? So I think these might be pretty. Let's see if we slide these in here. My tails are getting all squished again. That's okay, we'll figure that out. But you know, I wanted some sparkle, but I didn't want this wreath to be, you know, really glittery, because I wanted it more natural looking. But I think if I added these green spriggies, right, I mean, some of them have a bit more blingy to them than the others, but I don't think that's a big deal. Again, a tip, if you're looking for accents or greens, because we all know greenery is very expensive, if you get a garland and cut up the garland, you get more bang for your buck. Okay? Because you can cut the pieces off as you need them. Whereas if you buy a pick, it gets pretty pricey, right? Because if you need, say, you know, 3 or 4 picks at how many ever dollars, if you can get a garland much cheaper than that and cut it up and get more than, you know, one wreath out of it, I think works out better. I mean, some things don't come in a garland, right? But if you can get a garland, that's what I would do. Okay, so now I also have these things. Oh, good afternoon, Jackie. I also have these cedar thingies. And I have these pretty little, mini guys. Like, I'm thinking maybe I'll pop them in the bow because they are pretty tiny. Oh yeah, they look kind of cute in the bow. So and they've got little pine coney things on them. So I might pop those in the bow. I only have 3 with a pine cone, but that's okay. And then I might add, let's see, I'm going to spin you around here. So that's what we have so far. Of course, you know me, I don't glue until I don't glue usually on camera, actually. I'm not like Jackie. She could just put her things in and they look perfect. Me, I usually have to move them around a little bit, you know? I might add, let me see if I add a sprig or 2 of this in here too. Because I have it, I might just add it. Just to add a little something in the bow. I'm going to take the longer ones. Put them up there. What do you think? I don't think it needs the snowballs that I was going to use. I think they're too big of a white. I think they're too in your face white. Right? Same with these. I'm not sure about these. I think the white would, I don't know. Oh yeah, Susan, ask Jackie that question. What were you asking about? The chef gingerbread kit? Jackie, are you doing the chef gingerbread kit at all? Not sure about the white. No, I think it just needs more green in the middle here. I'm not going to add ribbon tails in the middle, I don't think. Because Susan, if Jackie has it, then I'm sure she's going to be doing it. Oh, I think this is looking quite pretty. And I think put that there. Put that there. Sorry, I'm a little quiet. I'm a little concentrating here. I kind of want a little green hanging on the sign a little bit. I like having a little bit hanging off the sign. I think it looks pretty when I do that. Now I have one more piece of this, so where do I want it? Maybe right there. Okay, now I'm going to hang you up. Okay, hang on a second. Everything's probably going to fall off because nothing's glued in. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's pray that nothing comes out, especially those pine cones. I think the pine cones are going to come out. Now remember, okay, things might look a little awkward or a bit too long, blah blah, right? Because nothing's glued in. Like I can see this one right here. That looks a little weird because it's a little bit out of the perimeter of my wreath. But let me step up, see what it looks like. What do y'all think? Okay, in person, it looks really pretty. I'm not sure on camera if you can see how pretty these greens are. They're, oh, pine cone, right? Hi, Portland. What a beautiful name, Portland. I love that name. I mean, I will fix the lengths of all the greens so that, like, this one's sticking out, right? This one right there, that's sticking out. This one's kind of sticking out. Fix the tails, but I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to hide the deer. Like, look how pretty they are. They're adorable. Or the word, okay? So this is what it looks like, kind of up close, right? There's the bow. There's the sign. Isn't that pretty? It's very natural. Okay, very natural. So I think that'll work. Once I glue all that in, I think it'll look pretty. And I don't think it needs the white. I think the white, like I also had berries, right? I also had berries. I think the white is a bit too stark, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it needs white. Yeah, I don't think it needs white. What do you all think? Do you think it looks good with the white? Or is it better just the greens and the brownish looking colors like the pine cone colors? I think it just looks better with the pine cone colors. I think. But I think the two little bows look good. You know, this isn't a normal board that I use. I don't use the large board often. But with these signs, I think the large board is your better bet because you need that inside surface to hold the sign, right? So the ring board, as much as I love it, because we all know it's my favorite board, sometimes I can't use it or I don't use it because I want that stuff in the middle. Oh, Mary says she likes the white. Do you? Because there is white in the sign, right? I mean, I guess if I just popped it in maybe a little bit. Like maybe just in the base a little bit. Like kind of like there. I'm not sure. I'm thinking just the green. Because it's just a more of a... Oh, I guess I could have done snowflakes. I could have done snowflakes too, but I think I'm just going to leave it as is. It's very natural, rustic looking. But I think it's really pretty. Again, the items are listed, the SKU numbers are listed in the description box. Okay, the greenery and the pine cones are just things that I had in this big pile of stuff that I have in my house. So I can't tell you exactly where I got them from, but odds are it was Michael's at one point. The garland, though, came from a local greenhouse that turns into a Christmas store in December. Well, they start in October, but they sell beautiful greens and stuff, and I buy some stuff there every year. Just beautiful, good quality greeneries and stuff, right? So I think it's really pretty. And that is one of my fastest lives I've ever done. You know me, I'm usually on here for like over an hour and a half. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's only 1:07. Okay, so I can't tilt too much because I know those pine cones are going to fall out. A lot of you say just to leave it. A couple of you say to put white by the pine cones. I could, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I think I just want the natural green and neutral, like beigey brown colors. You know, woodsy. Right? But I am going to be doing a wreath with those cute little owls. I'm not sure when I'll be doing that, but those came from the greenhouse that I was just telling you about. Those little owls, I bought them last year. So I will take a picture of this. Well, it's actually a little bit too sunny right now, so I'll have to wait until the sun goes down a little bit, and I will get a picture of this, and I will post it in this this post, and I'll put it on Unique Wreath Creators as well, okay? And if you have any questions on how I did it, you could always just rewatch the video because it'll be on the Unique in the Creek YouTube channel. You can tell I'm out of practice, right? You can tell I'm a little tongue-tied. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. So anyway, thank you everyone. I'm just looking at comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? I appreciate your time and your watching. I'm excited to be back. Hopefully I can do a few more lives. Again, it's my favorite time of season to design. Yeah, you know, Ruth, I do have some pine cones that have the white on it, but I just decided to use the ones with none. But yes, you can paint your little pine cones to make it look like there's snow hanging out on the edges, which is also very pretty. I have some beautiful signs from Unique in the Creek. I'm going to show you a couple of them. Actually, while we have time now, because, you know, I did that so fast. Yay me. Okay, so I'm going to show you some 10-inch signs, all right? The snowman, snowman with the lantern. Okay, classic. I've got cute little penguins. Snow place like home. Sorry, snow place like home. I love sage green. It's the color, it's my color. So I got this little snowman. He's got black and white check. Merry Christmas. And I have this 8-inch sign. Look at this sign. Merry Christmas from our herd to yours. Ah, isn't that adorable? Here, let me just take her out. Isn't that so cute? Thank you, Susan. You as well. Thanks for joining. All right, is that not cute? Right? Oh, thank you, Mary. I've missed you as well. So those are some of the signs I got at Unique in the Creek. You know, before the whole tariff thing happened. I apologize again to my American friends because I know there's many of you that you cannot get signs at the moment at Unique in the Creek. But things change, okay? Lori has some kits now there and ribbon and sign sets. And if you are within a few hours drive from St. Catharines, Ontario, near Niagara Falls, the warehouse is open. Tuesday to Friday for a few hours. I'm not sure. You'd have to check the website. And every other Saturday, I believe, for a few hours. So if you are close by, you can always go shopping there. I wish I lived close by because I'd be there in a heartbeat, let me tell you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that wreath. I really enjoyed being back and talking to all my friends. I just loved it. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate your time and your support. My affiliate code Judy is still valid at uniqueinthecreek.com. If you put that in the before you check out, if you put JUDY in capital letters in the code box, I appreciate it. It is my affiliate link. I do get a little something from that, and it is always greatly appreciated. Okay, so unless there's other questions, I want to thank each and every one of you. I hope you had some fun, and I hope I inspired you a little bit. Just remember, you don't have to have the exact supplies that I've used. These are just techniques and designs to give you some ideas of what you can create with what you have on hand, okay? So thank you again. I hope to see you soon. I don't know when that will be, but have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. And again, I appreciate every single one of you. Okay? We'll see you later. Take care. Happy crafting.